we're going to do something called hinge point training. So what that means is we're trying to make the spine, we're going to work on the neck here, do this, hinge. So hinge at each level, or flex and extend. So it's going in and out, in and out. It's a very simple exercise in theory, but actually quite difficult to do when you try and do it yourself. So we're going to start with a global hinge. So this is quite big for the neck. And then we're going to also work to do single hinge point training. So the best way to do it is to lie flat on the ground. If you need some support under your head, by all means do that. Sometimes people have a more arch in their neck, and so a higher arch, and so they might need a little bit of that. Or if their head is very, very forward posture, sometimes you might see that, okay? So I'm gonna lie down. I'm going to use my big ball and put it right in the middle of the neck there. And what we want is I want our body to just lie flat. And what we're going to try to do is use our neck to squish into that ball. So I'm going to take a breath in. I'm going to trap the air in my lower abdomen. And then I'm going to push down with my head. So it doesn't look like a lot. And then we're slowly going to come off. So the key with this is the control. So I'm going to take a breath in, trap the air, and start to squish using my core, bracing, and slowly off. I've got my knees bent and feet flat. Find that's the easiest way. So let's repeat. So breathing in, trap that air, squish the ball, and slowly come off. Right? We can use that ball at different levels. So I'm going to go a little bit further down. So now I'm into kind of my upper back and lower neck. Same exercise. Breath in and hold that, and then squish. So I'm trying to push my neck towards the floor or into the ball. It may not move a lot. Slowly come off. But you may see a little more movement, right? So now I'm going to show you. This is just a squishy soft ball. It's often used. It's called a Franklin ball for Pilates and things like that. If you don't have one of these, you just roll up a towel tight and do the same thing with that. So pop the towel underneath. I'm going to do hinge points. So I'm going to take my hand. I'm going to put it on centrally on the spine, and I'm going to do that from the other side so you can see. So I'm just putting my finger right in between two vertebrae, and now all I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same exercise. So my head's flat, I'm going to trap the air in my lower abdomen, and I'm going to squish into the finger. This is real hinge point training, slowly coming off. Squish down and up. With the neck, you'll find you tuck a little bit because you kind of have to get the engagement. Pushing down and up. Do 4 or 5 at each level. So we're going to move down a little bit. So I'm moving my finger down one segment so you feel the bumps and go in between them. Squish and down. Squish. So my neck should straighten or flatten. Slowly come off. Straightening and flattening. And I'll just show you at the back where I'm putting that. So I'm just putting my finger here in between, and I'm squishing and coming off. Squishing and coming off. The goal is that those segments, we get each one moving. So it's a bit of a mind training rather than it is a global big exercise. We're just trying to make the brain, often close your eyes, do the hinging. Because when we have a neck that does no longer move, we get a lot of stiffness, pain, tightness, and actually people end up getting different kind of nerve issues, all sorts of stuff. So you can get them. But what we want is to bring that nutrition and movement back to the spine, and we start with this hinge point training at each segmental level. So start at the base and work your way all the way up to the top. Start globally with a ball or a rolled up towel, and then move to your finger or a small cue to hinge point. Let me know how that goes, and we'll see you again soon.